right, what is up? All right, so we got the all-time NCAA bracket challenge. Here is section 1. We have the 1 seed North Carolina. We got Jordan, Worthy, Carter, Jameson, and Sean May. I try to split it up. All the teams either won the championship at some point. Most of these teams won it. A few made it to the finals. And it's just my opinion. So, I mean, there's so many players to choose from. So I just tried to do a mixture. I tried to get all the MVPs in that won it for their team that year. So a 1 seed, there's 32 teams. 1 seed Carolina, they're playing 16 Baylor. I got Vinnie Johnson, Jared Butler, Mitchell, Prince, and AC. In the 8-9 matchup, I got Arizona versus Syracuse. Sean Elliott, Stoudemire, Bibby, Terry, and Miles. Syracuse, I got Camelo, Derek Coleman, David Bing, Sherman Douglas, and John Wallace. In the 4 and the 13 seed, the 4 seed, I put Michigan State, Magic Johnson, Ralph Sampson, Steve Smith, Cleaves, and Davis. They're going against Florida State with Sam Cassell, Charlie Ward, Bobby Sura, Isaac, and Cohens. We got the 5 seed Houston with Drexler, Olajuwon, Hayes, Davis, and Birdsong versus the 12 seed North Carolina State, David Thompson, Spud Webb, Thurl Bailey, Nate McMillan, and Monroe. The 3 seed, I put Duke. We got Jason Tatum, Grant Hill, Zion Williamson, Shane Battier, and Christian Leitner. This is a good team right here. Versus the 14 St. John's, Chris Mullen, Mark Jackson, Walter Berry, Meta World Peace, and Felipe Lopez. Not bad. Then the 6 seed Villanova, Kerry Kittles, Bridges, Pickney, Brunson, and Lowry. I tried to do it based on, I tried to have a center in each team as well. So 11 seed Louisville, Hancock, Ellison, Griffith, Wes Unseld, and Donovan Mitchell. Number 7 seed LSU, Shaquille O'Neal, Pistol Pete, Abdul Roth, Ben Simmons, and Glenn Davis. It's a sleeper team. Versus Arkansas, Moncrief, Corliss Williamson, Joe Johnson, Albert Robertson, and Todd Day. And then the last 2 for this first section, we got Kentucky's a 2 seed, Anthony Davis, John Wall, Tony Delk, Jamal Mashburn, and Kenny Walker. Versus Texas, Kevin Durant, LaMarcus Aldridge, TJ Ford, PJ Tucker, and Miles Turner. So that is section 1. There's 2 sections. This is the list of all 32 teams here. We got Michigan State. They're in the second bracket. We got Magic Johnson, Sampson, Steve Smith, Cleaves, and Davis. Michigan, I could have done the whole Fab 5, but I added a couple other players. Jalen Rose, Chris Webber, Trey Burke, Glenn Rice, Jerron Howard. Kansas, I like Kansas. I believe Kansas is a 1 seed. Wilt Chamberlain, Danny Manning, Paul Pierce, Frank Manson, and Rafe LaFrance. Indiana, Isaiah Thomas, Cheney, Oladipo, McGinnis, and Smart. UConn, they're in the other bracket as well. Ray Allen, Rip Hamilton, Kemba Walker, Napier, and Okafor. That's a good team. Florida, Horford, Beal, Williams, Noah, and Brewer. UCLA. I think I got UCLA as a 2 seed because I did 2 1s, 2 2s, 2 3s all the way to 16. So the 2 1s I had was North Carolina and Kansas, I believe. Let me check here. So Kansas and North Carolina are the 1 seeds. Kentucky and UCLA are the 2 seeds. So UCLA is a 2 seed. Kareem, Walton, O'Bannon, Miller, and Wicks. That's a great team. Georgetown, this is another good team. Iverson, Ewing, Alonzo, Wingate, and Sleepy Floyd. They also had Dikembe Mutombo, but I had 3 centers, so I just did 2 centers. We already did Arizona, Houston, Kentucky. We did UNLV. We did Syracuse. Larry Johnson for UNLV. Stacey Augman, Greg Anthony, Sean Marion, Anderson Hunt. That's a good team. Ohio State, Havlicek, Jackson, Turner, Kellogg, and Odin. I also tried to do the cutoff date mid 60s. There might have been 1 or 2 that are before that. I didn't catch, but let's see. Marquette, Dwayne Wade, Jimmy Butler, Butch Lee, Doc Rivers, Maurice Lucas. Maryland, Lenny Bias, John Lucas, Buck Williams, Joe Smith, and Ron Dixon. NC State, Thud Webb, NC State. There you go. Wake Forest, Tim Duncan, Chris Paul, Childress, Rogers, and Muggsy Bogues. This is a sleeper little team here. Virginia, Ralph Sampson, Jeff Lamp, DeAndre Hunter, Kyle Guy, Sean Singletary. Auburn, you got Barkley, Person, Chuck Person, Wesley Person, Marquise Daniels, and Nadaya. That's how you say it. I might be saying it wrong. LSU, this is a good team right here. Shaq, Maravich, Rafe, Simmons, and Davis. I already went through Arkansas. Went through Baylor. Oh, Gonzaga, I added. Stockton, Sabonis, Morrison, Hachimura, and Clark. It's not bad. We did St. John's, we did Texas, and we did Florida State. So these are the 32 teams. I'm going to put in the bracket like I have. This is round 1 for this bracket. I'll have the other bracket on its way. We're going to post videos for each. You guys comment, let me know. And then we'll post the winner for each game, and then we'll go to the second round as soon as we get some comments. I mean, North Carolina, of course, with Jordan. This LSU team with Shaq and Pistol. Imagine Pistol Pete playing with Shaq. Oh, my God. Jason Tatum. This 3 Duke could be a sleeper right here. Tatum, Hill, Williamson, Battier, and Leitner. That's a nice team right there. I got LSU as a sleeper in this bracket. I mean, I think people are going to go Kentucky versus LSU in the next round. That's who I would pick. I would pick LSU versus Kentucky. And then you would have Shaquille versus Anthony Davis, Maravich, Wall. That's a tough one to choose from. I would pick here maybe Villanova. Oh, that's a tough one. This is a tough one. This is a tough one right here. The Duke one, I like Duke, but St. John's not bad either. Bad matchup against Duke here. Houston, I think I would go Houston over NC State. I would go Michigan State over Florida State here. I think I'm going to go Arizona over Syracuse. Oh, no, I might go Syracuse. Yeah, I might go Syracuse over Arizona. And then North Carolina, I'm going to take over Baylor. So you can see a North Carolina versus Syracuse in the second round. A Michigan State versus Houston. That's a tough one. Duke versus Louisville. Duke versus Louisville. No, Duke versus Villanova here. And LSU versus Kentucky. I can go here. All right, so this is section 1. We're going to post the videos. You guys can like and comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. All right.